What it do, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Ash Vibe Show. It's William Harris here, and today we're jumping into an episode of Frieren Beyond Journey's End. As you can see, for those of you who are returning, I picked up that very first Frieren manga, and I have to say, the artwork is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. It almost looks better than the anime, I'm not gonna lie, because the way Frieren's face looks on the actual interior pages, it almost feels a little bit older in certain ways, like a little bit more matured, some of the lines and things like that. But yeah, man, I've talked a lot about just the plot and the pacing and is it slow, is it this and that and all this good stuff, because here I try to just keep things genuine. If I just came on here and I was like, oh, I love everything that I ever watch all the time, it'd be boring. And I feel like there's a bunch of reactors out there who all react and kind of just do that. They like mindlessly just jump into something, they react, and that's all they there's no higher aspirations for anything. Here we have our own connected universes and create our own comics, and all this stuff is going towards building our entire connected universe. So we try to do it with a purpose here. So always progress, man. I'm not going to say anything more though. I'm going to jump into this episode and then we'll break things down, talk about it afterwards and whatnot. So appreciate y'all. All right, let's get into it.
の名士だとか。フリーレン様のせいで飲めなかったと嘆いていました。この町には長居したくないから買い出しを済ませたら。
フリーレンじゃないか。
Fits the whole aesthetic of this whole anime, just very cozy and.
100年ぶりだな。
80年ぶりだよ、ファス。
ずいぶん細かいな。らしくないじゃないか。
This man looks upset.
顔ぶれが変わっとるな。酒好きの兄ちゃんは一緒じゃないのか。
ハイターなら死んだよ。
Damn.
皇帝主ボースハフトの所在が分かった。手伝ってくれんか。お前さん魔法が使えるだろう。
This little guy reminds me of Yosemite Sam from Looney Tunes.
ここだ。
これは行動ですか？
わしが一人で乗ったんだ。ドワーフといえば甲府を思い浮かべるかもしれんが、わしは町育ちでな、一から勉強したんだ。
Minor.
無類の酒好きでね、200年以上もかけてボースハフトを探し続けている。前回会った時も手伝いを頼まれたんだけど、魔王討伐の旅の途中だったからね、断ったんだ。
話しなさい。
ジョーちゃんは博識だな。その年で高エルフ語が読めると。
フリーレン様に叩き込まれたので、魔導書の半分は高エルフ語なんだから読めなきゃ話にならないよ。
ボスハフトに捧げたわしの人生が始まる。もう目と鼻の先に見た通り石室の扉が開かん。酒を保存するための強力な結界が張られていてな。だが
It's kind of crazy to think about how long Frieren's been with Fern. Like, it's only been a season, but yeah, it's like I'm starting to realize, even looking at the manga, I realize like even a lot of their shots just taking time to show the candle burning, to show the environments, a lot of like big landscape shots, and just show like the expanse of the world. They really do a good job, and I realize the manga, now going through the first volume, I realized the manga, that's like the whole aesthetic. It's the whole vibe of just letting everything breathe and giving everything like that space and time. And I've talked about that before, just trying to catch that pacing compared to other anime that are kind of just like speed running. They kind of spend a lot of shots focusing on the character as like the main subject. But even here, like the framing, this is a little bit more like cinematic, you know what I mean? Over like 2/3 of this image is just the back brick wall, you know what I mean? But a lot of their backgrounds and stuff have so much to look at that it's usually very rewarding. So I have to say, like, I've learned a lot just from the Frieren the first season and the second season, because I'm very character heavy. I'm like character driven stories and this and that, and a lot of the stuff I write. So they really do a good job of like world building and really showcasing their environment.
破れるは
Gotta
ず
give
だ。
him the kudos.
無理だね。
無理ってことはないだろ
解除に時間。あの子たちはそれを嫌がる。
う。その
魔導書。
金だ。来費金貨20枚出す。
Need money.
話にならないね。
Oh, okay.
頼むフリーレン。飲むのはわしの夢なんだ。200年以上も探
嫌だ。
Damn.
気持ち悪い。いつもは反対する
Give
く
me the
せに。
cruise is crazy.
金貨20枚ですよ。ロギンです。
大金だぜ。しばらくは生活
I
に
thought that
困
was
ら
a
な
ton
い
of
ぞ。
money.
でもこれ解除するのに3ヶ月はかかりそう。
3 months?
お受けします。
Frieren's not making any decisions anymore. I wonder why she's always so against doing things like this. I wonder if it's like a reverse psychology, because I swear, like, last season she was all about taking her time, and it seems like the past couple of things, yeah, she doesn't want to waste the time anymore.
明日にはもう終わるかな。
Oh, that was fast.
浮かない顔ですね。ボスハフトはね、美味しくないけるほど価値があるものじゃない。エルフの中にはね、とんでもない暇つぶしをするやつ
Oh,
も
he's an elf. Okay. Makes sense, reading Ancient Elf and all that. Just seems like all the other elves are kind of taller, I guess.
背をかけて探したものが何の価値もないゴミだった時のこと。全然。それって何の話？
See shots like this. Beautiful backgrounds, man.
やっぱりまずいわね。このお酒。この里に来る前に暇つぶしに碑文を彫ったの。
Oh, she created it.
最上の名手である。
Hmm.
それに何の意味があるの？意味なんて何もないわ。
What? I wonder if that was a lie when she said that. He gave this man a whole life mission. Oh, that's what-
おお、保存状態もまさかこれを口にできる日が来るとはな。
Sorry, I gotta take my notes.
背をかけて探したとんでもなくまずかったらと。
笑い飛ばします。まずい酒なんでしょ？ならみんなで楽し
なんというか。
まずいね。
Yeah.
今までの何様子見してるの？シュタルクも飲んでみな。
やだよ。
Right.
まずいんでしょ。
いいから飲みな。
Damn, the experiences. Jesus.
本当にまずいな。あれだけあるんだ。町のやつらも。
I know there's shelves and shelves of this. You share it the whole town? Crazy.
残念な結果ではあったが、こんなに楽しい夜は初めてだ。お前さんたちがここにいてくれてよかった。
This man's tiny.
酒は楽しく飲むに限るな。
Damn, every time it does like that is this halfway through the episode? It always does these halfway breaks where they have two different concepts, and I always think the episode's over. Damn,
はい。
love those trees.
シュタルク様。
なあ、聞いたか？このパン、ごとって言ったぞ。
Right, I was like, that's bread?
食べ物が出していい
Like a piece of wood?
ここ1週間ずっとこのガチガチの
Jesus Christ.
まともな食事ができるかな。
Shots like this, man. I think I'm like obsessed with the sceneries now. Ever since fucking reading through the manga, I'm like, damn, I think I get it. I think I get it. It gives me like old school Lord of the Rings vibes. Like they actually feel like they're on a like crossing the entire world. You know what I mean?
一級魔法使いのそちらは少々お待ちを。
どうしたのでしょうか。
Is that a wanted poster? All those people looked evil.
社一行の魔法使い。4年前の借金。耳を揃えて返していただきましょう
Wait,
か。
what?
フリーレン様、借金なんてしていたんですか？
You've been carrying debt.
でも返すのはいつでもいいって。
Damn.
口約束はいけん。ちょっとした貴族並みの資産ですな。
ね、釣りはいらないよ。
全く足りませんな。
I was like
私の旅もここで終わりだね。
what the fuck?
か、フリーレン様。というか、その格好は。
I was like, why did they take her clothes though?
全部借金の方に取られちゃった。
Jesus Christ.
お
Oh my god.
じゃあね、フェル。
Johnny. No, this is hilarious.
様を買い戻すしかないですね。
Buy back Frieren. You're
残
right.
念ですが、あなた方にはどうしようもないことです。見なさい。
300年も待てねえよ。
300 years is crazy. It's not even working. Damn. That expression.
紹介長から話は聞いております。
じゃあ始めようか。
I was kind of thinking, like, why does she even have a pickaxe? She ain't about to pickaxe nothing. There's no way. Damn. Trying to go crazy on the animation.
確かですね。
私を誰だと思っているの？
So she just watch. I feel like she would have like a. I guess this is more of a precision job. You don't want everything collapsing or something. You can't just use an explosion spell.
先々代のノルム期限で資金提供したのもノルム教、その子孫からこんな仕打ちを食らう。
を失いました。資金さえあればいくらでも。女神様の導きだと思いました。前だった勇者一行の借用書に。
Wow, makes sense.
かれば莫大な利益が出る。
なるほど。その紙切れでは。
多くの人が飢えて死にます。元の民をお救いください、フリーレン様。
I like that he came and kind of made this known instead of just.
ところはノルム教と変わらないね。これだから商人は。分かったよ。先々代から受けた恩は返すつもりだった。
Yeah, but when though? That's the funny part. 300 years.
甲が見つかるとはな。
Hundreds of people die. Nice. They got there pretty quick.
ただいま。出発しようか。
よかった。スケルか話し合っていたんだぜ。
帰する予定でした。もう血の気が。
Jeez. Raid the
それ
mine.
より二
Crazy.
人ともこれからは柔らかいパンが食べられるよ。
えどういうことなの？
See, and the crazy part though is like, it's such a, again, it's such an interesting. She's such an interesting character. You know what I mean? The more I look at it, because you know anything that's different. I was recently watching a little side tangent here. I was recently watching like Warhammer content. We do a lot of League of Legends, Warhammer, you know, different video game stuff, as well as our anime. Mostly, this channel is like a lore diving breakdown channel, so we're always like diving into like different universes, worlds, and stuff like that. But I was watching Warhammer, and you know, I'm not gonna make this a long story, so you guys might not even know what Warhammer is or give a flying F. But long story short, they have a couple of anthologies where they go through the anthology, and it's really just about sacrifice. So typically, where you'll see like a hero or something that you can kind of get behind and build with, all the characters typically die, you know, at the end of each episode or at the end of each series. So you don't really get that time to like build and, you know, stack things and all this good stuff. So you kind of get like this feeling of like, what was the purpose? And I think that's, you know, the theme of Frieren kind of plays into that same thing, but attacks it from a different angle. And as much as I look at the Warhammer universe, and I get to the point where I'm kind of drained sometimes because you're always restarting and restarting and restarting. And it's like, well, even if I go on this journey with this character, they're going to end up dying at the end, and so why would I invest in it? But it does cultivate a series of different emotions, different than like you'll see in like a typical superhero thing where you have your protagonist, like a Spider-Man, a Batman, whatever the case, and that they're not going to die because you need to see them later on. So I think that shock and those other feelings are still valuable. You know what I mean? They're not necessarily the feelings that we want, but every once in a while it is good to get something from a different angle where you have that shock factor of, oh, I didn't expect for this to happen. It's just sometimes I feel like for longevity wise, you can't keep that up for very long. So it's interesting with this because she's such a different character that, I've talked about this every episode, so I'm not going to say the same thing, but I kind of get that feeling of like, this isn't my ideal protagonist because I'm used to seeing that Captain America, that Batman, whatever the leader that's like self-sacrificing and, selfless and just helping out people for the betterment of blah, blah, blah. And Frieren is really just the complete opposite. She's like, I don't want to do anything that has nothing to do with me, and it's to the point where a lot of these scenarios are created because people need to almost like force her to do things. And I think it's interesting every episode. It's definitely one of those things that keeps you watching. And I feel like it's realistic to some people. I think naturally I'm not like that either. So it kind of goes against my ethics and moral. I'm kind of like I'm one of those with great power comes great responsibility types of people. And this is, Frieren's just complete opposite. He has to like coerce, whatever the fuck the word is. He has to basically manipulate Frieren, and a lot of the other characters have to manipulate Frieren to basically save this village that, her grandfather, or his grandfather once owned and ran and everything like that. And it's weird. Yeah, it's weird because once she gets convinced to come and help, she's always willing to do it. It's just people have to get her, like almost like stop her and slow her down and get her to like lock in and focus. Otherwise, she would just kind of run from the responsibilities of most things. And I think that's, it's definitely different. And I think that's where a lot of people I think are drawn in because the story is just, it does everything opposite from your typical hero's journey type of story, So there is that appeal that I'm starting now to realize and kind of have an appreciation for because it makes the entire journey seem unorthodox, So everything is interest. I feel like I'm watching a documentary about someone that I haven't actually met in real life or that I know, and maybe I don't really. Maybe they're not my type of person, like they're not the person that I want on my team, but I'm getting insight into a different perspective. And I think there's something valuable about that. I'm gaining more and more of an appreciation for that because everything about this show, from the pacing being a little bit slower when a lot of animes are, quick to the punch, a lot of the shots are really big. This episode specifically, so a lot of the shots are just really big landscape shots, establishing the world, different places, and then you might not ever see that same place again. Like, they're constantly moving forward. So they spend a huge amount of time, I'm guessing, painting all these vivid, lush backgrounds, and then next episode we're in a whole different town, and you don't even hear from that town or see that town again. So, and a lot of artists and creators like to. It takes so long to conceptualize a new environment, especially when you're working on quality over quantity, that a lot of times people like reusing sets and reusing backgrounds and images and establishing a certain city and then having, in writing the reoccurring plot lines so that way you can build up its importance and stuff like that. So it's, everything that they're doing in the show is just so different, and everything is just contradicts, I feel like, what you would typically expect. And I'm starting to believe that that's why this show stands out to a lot of people. So, in that regard, I'm like, yeah, I'm getting it more and more, and that's the whole point of this journey. Like I said before, a lot of people were talking about this as being the best anime that they've ever seen and this and that. And yeah, I feel like it started out for me like hitting like that niche, filling that niche void. I think it's still that. But as time grows on, you also get those elements that you kind of want from other anime. As far as like developing plots and as far as the action and just appreciating the different things. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like this anime is definitely teaching me new things, which a lot of animes are just cookie cutter, especially when you get into the fantasy world, the isekais and all that good stuff. They're just cookie cutter animes, the same looking characters, the same elements, the overpowered superhero and all that good jazz that, you know, needs to be strong because of blah blah blah. And Frieren just doesn't care about that. So yeah, man, shout out to the creators for doing a good job. And I've kind of been looking more into that too. I saw that the writer, I forgot her name, but there's a female writer and there's a male artist, and they collaboratively work on this project together. If I'm correct. If I'm not correct, you know, you guys correct. Maybe there's other people. But I know a lot of times, for a long time, they couldn't figure out. A lot of people didn't know the creators behind the story, and then it kind of came out however long ago that there's 2 separate people working on it. So, yeah, man, good stuff. Definitely good stuff. I'm thinking that I'm going to end up picking up more issues of the manga as well. Maybe just some of my favorite episodes. I think last episode I was talking about, I don't know which moments I would get. And then you know, going through this first volume, it made me realize a lot of the moments from the first season, especially towards the end where they're doing the tournament and, you know, a lot of people are going head against head, or they're fighting like the duplicates and stuff like that. So, yeah, man, just again, slowing down and really just appreciating the things that are there. Just the whole concept behind this. And I definitely feel like I'm learning that myself. So, great episode. And that's all I got. All right, y'all. Appreciate you. Till next week. Again, if you guys know any other series you guys want me to check out or anything, definitely let me know. I'm thinking about. I don't know if I want to start Made in Abyss because I've never actually watched the anime. People have recommended it to me, but I think at the time I was traveling around for conventions and just very heavy on the exhibiting and promoting my own universe and whatnot. But I really want to get back around to it. And that's another one where it just has beautiful backgrounds and imagery and world building. And I like the way that the characters look really soft and innocent. And then as you get into the story, I feel like there's going to be a lot more chaos and destruction and, you know what I mean, a lot of sadness and whatnot. So if you guys want to see me check that out, definitely hit that subscribe button. And I'll probably drop it on. I just feel like I missed something. It's starting kind of fast. Oh, a demon. Oh, shit. Oh. Damn, kid. The hell is that? Jeez. That doesn't look good. Damn, man. I feel like get past this copyrighted part. I feel like I started this a demon slaying request. I started this episode on some I'm just here for the vibes. And then all of a sudden we want to up the scales to straight slaughtering and death and pillaging villages.
お願いしまだ幼い息子
こっちはそんな言葉数えきれないほど聞いているんだ。
Wow. Jeez, emotionless.
それでその息子というのはどこにいるんだ？
Watch him actually have
頼
some.
むから少しエリエ様からの直々の討伐よ何事かと思ったが。
Oh, that's the guy that was inside the wagon, right?
奴らは皆殺しにしの怪我もすぐ治せるよ。店もまたすぐに開け。
This man's about to die, bro.
ぜひ焼きたてを食わせてもらいたいものだ。
Yeah.
いや、出残りでも昔のような失敗。贅沢は言わん。
The subtleties, man. He knew that man was dying. Yeah.
怪我人はこちらに。
怪我人？気休めを言うなメトーデ。もう死んでいるんだろう。こ
Yeah.
いつ見つけた時にはもう助からない状態だった。
Yep.
腹の怪我がもう腐り始めてたんだ。
Damn.
私にしがみついてきたんだ。
Crazy.
よく一緒に遊んでいたな。
Oh.
焼くパンはあまりうまくなかった。ではなく、こいつらなんだろうな。村をもう一回り見てくる。
少しは休んだ方がいいのではないのですか？
Look at both of their faces. They're like so just.
一人。いや
Oh, Frieren. Oh, wait. Oh. Damn. About to light the whole place up.
そうですか。フェルンさんも討伐要請を受けていたんですね。北部港
Interesting.
はこの男だった。長年村を守り続けてきた。
この人シュタルクよりはるかに強いね。
Damn. Far strong.
おそらく村を襲った魔族はまだ生きている。
そう。それじゃあ一緒にそいつに人類の恐ろしさを教えてあげよう。
It's so crazy because, like, I started out thinking that. Yeah, we halfway through. Yeah, I started out thinking that it was Fern and Frieren were like just the two main protagonists that were kind of not super. They like drawing wise, they don't like have a lot of facial expressions. I mean, Frieren cried in that very first episode, and since then, I don't know if I've seen tears in any other episode. Have we? Yeah, because like when Fern's like father figure passed away, or any of these different moments, even here, like these two characters are also just kind of. So it's interesting. So I'm starting to realize maybe that's just like the style of this show in general, because a lot of characters like that. Yeah, there might be like a little smile or something, but it's like you really have to look for it and you have to like read the subtext. But yeah, as far as like drawing wise, yeah, just a lot of flat faces. So interesting.
に調べていこう。まあその前に夕食かな。
Damn, bro, that sounded like rocks in there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
またこのパンか。
Oh, this bread.
流通網が回復するまでの辛
Damn, they sound like bricks, man.
じゃあ俺が渡してくるよ。
気に作戦会議。
Damn, bro.
の前に。
Damn. About to break this man's teeth.
すべて魔物の少ない北部高原南端の共同墓地州に釣られて魔物が集まってくるんだ。を燃やすようにと主張している。苦しんで死んだ人間を火にくべるなんざ。
That's interesting.
はそうするべきだ。どうせこのままじゃ誰も故郷の地で眠れない。
Yeah. Jesus, bro.
相変わらずパンを食べている。
This face that Frieren always makes is hilarious. I just saw like a figurine with like this face on it, and I almost bought it just out of. I was like looking at it, and I was like, "Damn, bro, this is kind of a vibe." I don't know what it is. The hand drawing's not a vibe though, but that face.
もうなんだこいつ。
テクの討伐任務をしていますなることになるので。そういえばそんなこと言ってたっけ。私は断りましたよ。フェルンはいい子だね。
It's like super happy.
に立ちたいというか。で可愛いじゃないですか。そうかな。もちろんフリーレンさんも負けないくらい可愛らしいですよ。
I noticed she did look at her a certain way. Fucking Fern, always jealous.
剣を2本操る怪力の持ち主の痕跡からイメージして同じ切り方を試みた。
おっと悪い。
すみません。
It's two separate people.
敵は四刀流です。
Oh, four blades.
騎士や建物に刻まれ。
Damn, look, I got a serpent's body too. Ooh, scary. Jesus. It's fucking bread, bro. God damn it. Alright, man. Actually, it's crazy. For how it started out, it's actually a lot. Complete opposite of how it started out. Pretty much what I was expecting is just more of the vibe.
この村を捨てて逃げられない。
私のことを知っているようだ。
そのうち一体は魔族の将軍。
真偽のレボルテ
Yeah, chill stuff, man. Chill stuff. It's interesting because having that whole break, that week off break, yeah, that episode just felt so short. I'm not gonna lie. And it's so crazy, the formatting of this show compared to something else for me. And I think because we watch each show per week, every single, every day that it comes out. So we literally have Jujutsu Kaisen Thursday, Frieren Friday, come around like Sunday, Mondays, My Hero Vigilantes, and whatever else we're watching. I can't remember right now. What else? Jesus, what are we watching? Yeah, well, anyway, we have all these different shows, and I noticed they all have like different pacing. So especially with My Hero or with Jujutsu Kaisen and Frieren being like the day after each other, it's interesting because like that episode will end, and I'm like, man, it's stopping right in the middle of the action. It feels like this episode just started. Oh, Hell's Paradise, that's the other one. That's another one which has gotten really good right now. But yeah, different forms of, I feel like this just started, now it's already ending, so both good. You can like two things at once. And that'd be the issue sometimes with people who are with just the fandom of anything. A lot of times when people are fans of something, they want to exclude and they want to separate and say like, hey, this is the most superior because XYZ. It's almost like with the conversations you see with who would win between Saitama and fucking Goku or something like that, or like, who could solo this universe, who would win between Krillin or anyone in Naruto. It's one of those things where it's like, these are just different shows at the end of the day. They weren't made to fight against each other. So a lot of times the conversations end up being silly. I wish sometimes people could just accept that I like this and I like this. I like sunny days at the same time I like rainy days. You don't have to like just one. So yeah, man, good stuff. Good stuff. Again, let me know how many episodes are in this season, because I feel like I saw that it was 11, but maybe I just don't know what I'm doing. So if you guys want to help me out, I appreciate that. All right, y'all. I think that's all I got for this episode. Until next week, or until next show, Hell's Paradise, My Hero and stuff. Well, me and Mac. And I feel like I'm like studying these images so hard now. my eyes are like locked into like all the painting and detail and the backgrounds. Beautiful work, man. And like I said, I've been reading the first volume of rereading the story, the manga, and the artwork looks exactly the same as the manga, man. It's crazy. Minus the color, of course.
の相棒が戦死してな。しばらくは二人で北部高原の魔族の討伐任務に当たってもらう。
よろしくお願いします、ゲナウさん。
北部高原は北の果てに匹敵するほどの足を引っ張るなよ。
There we go.
握手。
Now shake hands. The teacher's like, come on, bro. Get it together.
メトーデ。いつも笑顔で騒がしくてな。
Damn reminds me of Full Metal Alchemist.
まるで友人みたいに慣れ慣れしかった。そんな性格だから周りにはいつも自然と人が集まってきた。
Before he got the suit.
バカだよな。
Damn. Just crazy work.
子供をかばって死んだんだ。おかげで魔族を仕留め損ねた。
Oh, so he already knows of this for her.
慣れている可能性が高い。
それって何かまずいのか？
シュタルクは剣4本持った剣術の達人と戦ったことある？
あるわけねえだろ。
私もないよ。それが騎士団が負けた原因だろうね。
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of missed the dub for some reason.
魔法使い4人に戦士1人には1級です。かけますか？
分散するまで分
I'll talk about
散
that
す
dub
る
comment
さ。
afterwards. Oh, that was dope.
死体を守るために村に残る習性が。
Damn.
取ります。それがなぜなのか知りたいのです。
Damn, I was thinking it's a crazy long tail.
ものの魔族がいると聞いたことがある。
そうなんですか？その方についてもっと教えてく
お前が役に立
So excited.
本当ですか？約束ですよ、レボルテ様。
I do like the voices of every character in sub right now. Great voice actors.
分かった。
俺も村に残るよ。
Nice.
魔族が戻ってきたらどうする。
私は前衛がいなくてもそれなりに。
それはフリーレンたちも。
Big facts.
それでもやばくなったらうまく逃げるだろ。
You can run, right?
ここにあるのは死体。
を守るためにあんたはここに残るんだろ。
好きにしろ。
Nice. Shout out Stark, man. Being observant.
シュタルク、お前はいいやつだな。俺はお前のようなやつを知ってきっと長生きできない。
Damn. Well, that's
俺
great.
には村をまだ守ろうとしている。できなかったことだ。
ために何だってやってきた。そのために人だって殺してきたし、大勢。
This man has a lot of regrets.
お話でもしながら歩こう。
そんなんでいいんですか？
緊張と緩和が大事なの。
Should we be doing that?
だらしない顔。
Yeah, we know she looks so
コミュ
careless.
ニケーションはチームワークを高めるんだよ。知らなかったでしょ。
はあ。
それでしたら
I
フリ
bet you
ーレ
didn't
ン
know
さ
that.
ん、なでなでしてもいいですか？
What the?
真顔で何を言っているんですか、この人。
私、ちっちゃい子の頭を撫でるのが好きなのですが、撫でさせてくれなくて。しかもすごく嫌そうな顔をするんです。
って嫌な顔するよ。だいたい私はメトーデよりもずっとお姉さんなんだ。さないよ。
そうです。フリーレン様はお姉さんなんですから、気安く触らないでください。
卵を割った時に
you got a
殻が
bargain
入
right
れ
there?
なくなる魔法があるのですが。
Oh, that's crazy.
フリーレン様。
That's hilarious. So random.
もらえるなんて。
なでなでは1日10分までだ。
No more than 10 minutes per day. This girl needs a puppy.
あのフリーレンさん、少し
Jesus
だけぎゅーっとしてもいいですか？ゼーリエ様はさせてくれなく。
もう好きにしていいよ。
Oh
好
my
きにしていいんですか？
Jeez. Oh, Fern's about to lose it.
何？やめてよ。
What is this right now? Oh shit.
こっちが熟練の魔法使いだって分かっているだろうに、臆する様子
I
が。
thought they were gonna bypass them and just go straight to. Oh wait, this is the two other demons. Okay.
気づ
Damn. Sorry, I gotta go. That should happen so fast. Damn. Animation is so smooth.
王軍の連中の戦い方だ。
That was a crazy sound.
フェルン、戦闘は任せるか言ってた。
You got it, boss.
では格上です。
私はそうは思わない。
魚釣ってきたぜ。
You actually got bigger fish this time.
夜食は不健康だ。
そっか。
Ah, thanks.
じゃあ俺だ。この時間は小腹が減るんだよな。
I mean, you're eating fish. Fish is healthy.
フェルンには言わないでね。
シュタルク、
Damn, we didn't even hear the bird fall or anything. Damn. That was a dope effect. I felt like I was genuinely like looking around trying to find this dude.
まともに受けるなよ。正面から受ければ最悪消し飛ぶ。
You could destroy you.
何
Jeez.
者だ。
けどそれじゃ。
His four arms are so dangerous. Jeez. Damn, man, and he has like the high ground all the time. Well, I guess not all the time.
何もまず
Oh. That's
黒金
crazy.
の翼を操る魔法。
I did not expect that.
So don't you worry.
How are you gonna cut it? My interest is so highly piqued. You know, what I was saying earlier is about the whole dub thing is I had switched over to I used to always do dub, you know what I mean? Because I feel like when it comes to doing reactions, if I'm gonna watch anime solo, and I think that's why now this season I decided to go back to the sub because I wanted to watch it as soon as it came out, and I think that's everyone's mentality. It's just trying to get to not miss out on the immediacy. Immediacy. I feel like I just made that word up. Not missing out on the immediate hype. You know what I mean? And then also just not having the patience because you watch the last episode and you're like, damn, this next episode is gonna be crazy. But I think there's something about the dub that I appreciate. Yeah, I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? Typically I like the voices of sub because they feel, a lot of time they feel stronger, they feel deeper, they feel, for certain shows, But for a show like this, I feel like Frieren's voice actor, I feel like all the voice actors are just really, really good. And I feel like in the coming years, these past years, a lot of anime American dub or English dub have been putting a lot more effort into it because they understand the value and the weight behind it. I think back in the day when you have all your retro, animes and whatnot, I think it wasn't as stressed, or it wasn't as known how popular and important anime was over here in the, on this side of the world. So obviously over there they, you know what I mean, they watch anime in theaters and all that good stuff, and it's just came these past however many years, I don't know. I've been watching anime for a long time, man. But I think, with the success of these bigger movies and then doing your certain films The Boy and the Heron, where you have all these big name actors, voicing the characters and whatnot. And they did it with Princess Mononoke back in the day, and it's happened, but I feel like it was so much more of a niche thing, and now that it has the popularity that it does, a lot of the English voice actors really do, put their foot in it, so to speak. So I don't know, and I think going back and rewatching that Frieren in English dub right before starting this season, I don't know, something about it, man. I think also for reaction purposes, I think it allows you to be able to, put on the reaction and then do something else and then still be able to hear and keep up with the reaction. And it's weird, you would think that you don't need to do that at all. You would think that, you're watching the reaction to see their reactions, but oftentimes people are doing something while watching TV nowadays. So I don't know, I might go back to doing dub. I might finish this season, and then after that, just all animes, even if we have to wait a couple weeks or be a couple weeks behind, just focus back on the dubs, because I feel like it's always also more rare. I think everybody wants to be the first out, wants to drop their videos immediately and whatnot, but I don't know if I care about that as much as just creating something that's different, right? Because since everyone's already doing the subs, might as well give people another option to be able to watch it in dub if they would like. So you guys let me know your guys' thoughts on that. If you guys really just like the sub for some specific reason and you would like me to continue doing that, or if you guys do like dub. Like I said, I wouldn't just jump halfway through the season right now. I wouldn't just jump over to dub, and do that. But for the next season of Frieren, and then just for the next season of all animes, I think I might start doing dub. So you guys let me know your guys' thoughts on that. It's another good episode. I wish I could binge watch this, I'm not gonna lie. I wish I could watch 2 or 3 episodes at a time, but that's not possible, so I'm gonna take what I can get. I appreciate you guys. Next time, I don't know what I was gonna say there. I was gonna say a magnificent end. Whoa. Oh, there's only episode 8, right? Yeah, I thought it was 10 in this season, so hope that doesn't mean a death. That'd be crazy. Damn, without looking. Ooh, okay, I see you. The animation. Wow. Stark be moving. Damn, even with you flying? That's wild. Damn. Nice. Distraction. Andy's holding his arm. So you only got 3 right now, huh? There's no way it's over that fast. Oh shit.
片割れは村をお前が村に戻ってきた頃には何もかも白い教訓が得られた。黙らせるだけ。
Thank you, please. Oh my god, what are you doing here? What the hell? Why are you here? Damn. Oh, it's a demon? Oh my god. Crazy. Oh, the little girl. Oh my god. Whoa, shit. Damn. Instantly killed. Wow. Every demon says this. Damn, Stark, this is a lot of time to talk. Okay, I was like, yeah, I feel like you should be somewhere around here. Stark's not built like any of these other characters, I realized. He's one of the few people that actually displays his emotions. Oh, I forgot about their battle. Oh yeah, Frieren's letting her fight by herself, right?
フリーレン様はいつの間にかいなくなっているし、たまには高みの見物っていうのも悪くはないかな。
She pulled a Goku. She said character development. Dropped off a sensu bean, by the way. Completely. Jeez. Damn. Oh. Damn, her movements are so swift. That reminds me of that scene with Bakugo and Deku.
ママだと潜伏というフェルンさんの強の霧が大きく動きますね。
Oh. Shit. Illusion magic. Oh, she hit her.
この戦い方。
Oh, she healed.
殺すために生涯を捧げるようないい勝負ができそうだ。
I like her hair.
天井に。
Design style is fire. Just her whole look is fire, honestly. Damn. Super fast. Oh, shit. Damn, battle of attrition. Damn, through it? Crazy. No idea he could do that. He's not about to throw hands. Oh, shit. Shit. Damn. Different tactic, but if it works. Or was that just to get away? Oh no, he came back. Shit. Damn. Damn, a lot of battles. Damn, a lot of battles going on right now. All distraction to clear out this smoke, huh? Damn, all of it's gone. How pointless. Damn! Shit. Is that Fern too? The same attack. Jeez. I love how her magic has that red glow to it. Shit. Dang, couldn't see her in that moonlight.
弾道予測を許さない探知範囲外からの超遠距離射撃。 やるね、フェルン。さすがだ。
Frieren is really chilling. That's the crazy part. They're saying this difficult. She didn't get struck once. She's not injured. I feel like she fought harder in season 1. Meanwhile, Fern's over here about to lose his life. Or not Fern, Stark. And homie. Jesus Christ! That was quick. I don't feel like this is no shadow clone or nothing. Oh, no shadow clones. No duplicates. Dang, he just took his arm. Damn. He's dead. What the hell? Bro, you're dead. Okay, I was like, how? Those are big holes that went through their bodies, I'm not gonna lie. But that's like a... I don't know how you survived that, to be honest. Bro, the hole's like this big. Like, all the organs are gone. Damn, none of the mages here or nothing. Maybe he's gonna try to save Stark and die in the process. Damn, man. Look at that hole. Jesus. I feel like that went through her spinal cord. I mean, he's not walking, I guess, so. Damn, it's daytime now. Oof, the knuckles from the dragon himself. Crazy. Oh. Does Frieren not know how to heal like that? Damn.
腕立てしてる。もしかしてシュタルク様って化け物だったのでしょうか。
痛い。ところで、このパーティーって僧侶がいないんで。
Oh yeah, they don't have their priests.
しばらくフリーになるのですが、よかったら同行しましょうか。北部高原。
Fern's like, nah.
回復魔法のような高度な魔法は無理だけど。
Oh, she can't.
私も僧侶の魔法なら多少は使えるし。
Oh, okay.
本当にやばい状況になったら逃げるからね。今までだってそうしてきた。席はまだ開けておきたいからね。
For the other guy. Okay, I was like.
それにね。なんだかメトーデがいるとフェルンが不機嫌に。
I knew it.
嫌われてしまいましたね。でも私フェルンさんのことも大好きですよ。怒っているのも可愛い。
She's like, wait, what?
ゲナウさん、お礼。
ありがとう。助かったよ。
He's like, ah.
行くぞ。
はい。
またね。
ああ。
またどこかで。
I do like all three of the girls' dynamic. I think it would be very funny to see that consistently. That was a lot of action in one episode, honestly. A lot of good battles.
なあ、断ってよかったのか？綺麗なお姉さんだぜ。合流した時ザインにいろいろ言われるんじゃ。
Oh yeah. Oh my god. He's like, I don't care about none of that.
それもそうだな。
She's like, nah, there's enough. Enough women in this group. It's funny because I remember me saying that, like, damn, it would be nice to balance out the group a little bit. And I was talking with another friend, and they were just like, so you don't want to see more girls on the team. I see. So you're sexist. I was like, wait, how did we get here? But no, I think it's funny because, yeah, anytime they get another character, even with the two of them and having like the 5 members, it just, their team seems so well balanced for some reason. I think right now it's just, yeah, I was, with her not really knowing healing magic too, it's just, that's what I meant. It felt like it is lacking something. Seeing like the flashbacks of the 4 of them, yeah, it makes you anticipate when they're going to have that reunion, which is a great plot device, right? Because it definitely has me just counting down the days until they meet Sign again, whenever that might be. I think we only have 2 episodes, so it might not even be this season. And yeah, I think even for their adventure party, I'm trying to think who else. Yeah, having 2 priests wouldn't have been a bad idea, honestly. That would have been probably a solid idea, realistically. You know what I mean? Because they all kind of do something different. I feel like I didn't see Sign doing any... Or, actually, in the first season when he fought that one plant creature, I can't remember if he had like a lot of attack magic. Because I feel like he was holding out for Frieren to wake up, and then she woke up and then did the final blow. So, with the other priest that they just met, she seemed like she had a good offensive strategy as well. So, yeah, man, I don't know. It all fits in Frieren's character though. She's very minimalistic. Like, she's not really trying to do too much or take on too much, or she's just chilling most of the time. So it's not even out of character or nothing like her for not out of character or anything like that for her not to want to bring on more party members. But like I said, it's just hilarious because like she'll turn down money, she'll turn down jobs, she'll turn down help. It's like, bro, you guys are struggling. You might could use the help, And I feel like every time they go to a new town, whether it's Fern, whether it's Stark, whether it's someone else, they're like, hey, we could add this on. And she's just like, nah, we're good. We're good. And I mean, they're surviving, so. And the thing is, they're surviving, and then most of the time, like I said, I feel like Fern and Frieren have energy to spare. Like, Frieren didn't even, contribute to that. She just sat back and watched. So it's not like they are struggling, It's really Stark that keeps almost dying, And that's the part where I'm like, character development, maybe, Even though Fern was like, this is a tough battle, she was fine. She really was good. She really was good. She did get help from the other member, but as far as like clearing out the fog and whatnot, but she was good. Crazy team, man. Crazy team. Yeah, it was a good episode, man. We'll go ahead and cut it right there. Like I said, I have to nurse this health. Hopefully get back to being at least like 90%. I actually made it through this episode without coughing and dying too much, so. Himmel's Memoirs. Yeah, only a couple more episodes and we'll be done with this season. Done with this season. And I can't remember if they're doing like a halfway mark and they'll do like a second half later on this year. Maybe you guys can refresh my memory. But, yeah. It's honestly interesting, too, that Frieren doesn't really have too many healing spells. But she's constantly taking on new spells. Like, she collects spells, but she doesn't really have too many healing spells. But she'll have things like cleaning clothes or, whatever random, turning an apple from one color to another color. But you're not thinking of getting no healing spells. It's a little wild, man. A little wild. But again, fits her character, so. Alright, till next time. Appreciate y'all. Much love. Peace.